Behind the glossy Instagram photos and picture-perfect smiles are shocking surprises, emotional twists, and the kind of milestones that keep fans glued to every post and episode. From whispers of growing families to celebrations that turn heads to unexpected drama that no one saw coming, the cast is reminding us all that real life is every bit as wild as reality TV. And here's the best part. Today we're diving into every major update. Yes, every single one. From babies and weddings to feuds and fresh starts, you'll hear what's really going on with all the familiar faces you've been following for years. So buckle up because this is a ride full of heart, conflict, and a few jaw-dropping moments you won't want to miss. And hey, before we get started, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss the next big update. If there's one couple that proves love on day Fiancé is never simple, it's Tigerlily and Adnan. Over the past year, their story has unfolded like a whirlwind, equal parts heartwarming, heartbreaking, and head-spinning, and fans have been living for every moment of it. It all started with the biggest milestone of their lives, becoming parents. On August 10th, Tigerlily quietly welcomed their son, little Zayn. Weighing just under lbs, this tiny baby instantly became the center of the universe. But here's the twist. Fans didn't even know about his birth until March, when People magazine dropped the exclusive. The article painted the picture birth weight, length, those first precious photos of Tigerlily and Adnan beaming as new parents. For viewers who had followed their fiery journey, this reveal was nothing short of explosive. Suddenly, the couple best known for drama had stepped into a whole new chapter of family life. Fast forward to August 10th, when Zayn turned. Tigerlily flooded Instagram with a cascade of heartfelt posts. Sweet snapshots of her little boy titling into his second year, paired with the caption days of love, laughter, and pure magic. Anna joined in, sharing glimpses of the celebration, presenting themselves as a united front of proud parents. For fans, it was a rare glimpse of harmony and a reminder of why they rooted for this couple in the ST place. But as every day Fiancé fan knows, happiness is rarely the whole story. On screen, their happily ever after storyline revealed the cracks forming under the weight of cultural differences. Adnan, devoted to his faith, began introducing the Quran to Tigerlily. Slowly, the gentle encouragement became firmer, until viewers felt the pressure in every scene. Conversion had never been discussed before marriage, and Tigerlily made it clear she wasn't prepared to surrender her beliefs. That tension became the heartbeat of their season, raw, complicated, and painfully real. Then came the tell-all, where the volume turned up even higher. Adnan clashed with fellow cast members, defending his stance with a fiery conviction that sparked some of the reunion's most viral moments. Tigerlily, meanwhile, refused to be overshadowed. She defended her choices, standing firm and earning cheers from fans who admired her resilience. By late September, whispers of a split began swirling online. Social media users dissected screenshots, speculated over missing rings, and reposted cryptic captions. And yet, the last confirmed glimpse of them together was at Zayn's birthday party just weeks earlier, looking anything but separated. So are they still together? For now, it's impossible to say. Neither has confirmed a breakup, leaving fans caught between hope and doubt. What is clear, though, is that Tigerlily and Adnan embody the very heart of day Fiancé, love caught in the crossfire of faith, family, and fame. Their story reminds us that building a life together isn't just about romance. It's about the compromises, the conflicts, and the courage to keep going, even when the world is watching. If there's one couple who never failed to deliver the most jaw-dropping twists, it's Gino and Jasmine Pineda. Over the past year, their saga has taken a turn so unexpected that even longtime fans were left speechless. Wondering if this was the final chapter or just another chaotic beginning, the bombshell dropped in February of when Jasmine revealed she was pregnant. But the father wasn't Gino. Instead, it was her new partner, fitness trainer Matt Brannies. For viewers who had followed Jasmine's fiery romance and rocky marriage to Gino, this was the kind of shock that felt almost surreal. Entertainment Weekly confirmed the news, and suddenly, Jasmine was no longer defined as the fiery wife of Gino. She was about to step into motherhood with someone new. By April the story took another emotional leap. Jasmine gave birth to her daughter, Matilda, sweetly nicknamed Maddie. People magazine secured the first photos, showing Jasmine glowing with joy, cradling her newborn. Introducing Maddie, our sweet baby girl. We're beyond grateful for this new chapter, she wrote. Fans who were used to Jasmine's explosive fights and emotional meltdowns saw her in a completely different light, softer, maternal, and ready to embrace this new identity. Throughout the summer, Jasmine leaned into motherhood on social media. She shared reels of sleepless nights, candidly joked about baby spit-ups, and called Matilda my little sunshine in human form. In August, when fans asked why her baby hadn't appeared on Happily Ever After, Jasmine teased she was on the ultimate staycation. For the first time in years, her post radiated something that looked less like drama and more like peace. Meanwhile, Gino's storyline went in a very different direction. TLC cameras captured the raw moment he learned Jasmine was pregnant with another man's child. His face fell, his voice cracked, and suddenly years of devotion, financial and emotional, came crashing down. By September, people published a sneak peek in which Gino revealed he had spent nearly $1 on Jasmine throughout their relationship. From visa fees to wedding expenses, he admitted he felt blindsided, betrayed, and left to pick up the pieces. But Gino didn't fade quietly into the background. By midsummer, he hinted at moving on. On July he posted from an ice bar and tagged none other than fellow franchise alum Natalie. Instantly, fan speculation exploded. Was Gino dating another Fiancé star? The post didn't confirm much, but it was enough to prove that he wasn't ready to stay in Jasmine's shadow. For fans, the past year has redefined this couple. Jasmine is navigating single motherhood with her new partner, Matt, while Gino was grappling with heartbreak, financial loss, and the challenge of rebuilding his identity outside their relationship. Their love story, once fueled by passion and chaos, now stands as a lesson in how quickly everything can unravel. And yet, with Jasmine's candid posts and Gino's quiet but noticeable reemergence, one truth remains. When it comes to Gino and Jasmine, the story is never truly over. When it comes to Fiancé alumni who keep fans on the edge of their seats, no one does it quite like Darcey Silva and her husband, Georgi Rouseth. Their love story has always been a roller coaster, and the past year has been no exception. Filled with milestones, meltdowns, and moments that leave fans questioning whether true happily ever afters are really possible in their world, the year began with Darcey embracing a milestone of her own, her birthday. Instead of shying away from the spotlight, she leaned into it, raising a glass in Bulgaria while celebrating not just her age, but her resilience. Georgi brought her back to his home country, a move that carried enormous weight. For the first time in over a decade, he introduced a partner to his family. The cameras caught every flicker of nerves on his face, but also his pride in finally sharing this part of himself with Darcey. For fans, it felt like progress, proof that after years of turbulence, Georgi was ready to make Darcey a permanent part of his life. But this couple's story is never without turbulence. At an anniversary celebration in Bulgaria, things spiraled after Darcey had a little too much champagne. Instead of comforting her, Georgi's jokes cut too deep. Stacey Silva, Darcey's twin, didn't hold back, scolding Georgi for mocking rather than supporting his wife. The scene set social media ablaze. Was Georgi showing his true colors or just making a poorly timed mistake? Fans were divided, but one thing was clear. The cracks in their marriage were visible once again. Then came the real bombshell. Darcey discovered Georgi had been quietly planning to buy property in Bulgaria without telling her. To Darcey, this wasn't just secrecy, it was betrayal. She accused him of chasing a green card or laying the groundwork for a life without her. Georgi snapped back, pointing to constant criticism and financial pressure. Their heated words revealed deep wounds, ones that many viewers wondered if they could ever truly heal. And yet, in true Darcey and Georgi fashion, Love and conflict exist side by side. On September Georgi posted a glowing birthday tribute to Darcey. Happy birthday to my beautiful queen. Love you endlessly. The photo was tender, romantic, and impossible to ignore. For fans, it was a reminder that no matter the arguments, their bond still had sparks of real passion. Beyond the drama, Darcey and Stacey continued chasing fame, stepping onto Miami red carpets in glittering gowns. Their nomination as Best TV Influencers of reinforced one truth. Love them or not, the Silva twins know how to stay relevant. So where do things stand with Darcey and Georgi? Caught between love and resentment, celebration and betrayal, their relationship remains as complicated as ever. For fans, that's the irresistible hook, because when it comes to Darcey, every high feels like destiny and every low feels like the end until the next chapter begins. For Cara and Guillermo, the past year has been a study in contrasts. Moments of joy, milestones as parents, and professional triumph shadowed by questions that cut to the very heart of their marriage. It's the kind of dual storyline that makes them both inspiring and heartbreaking to watch. Late last November, Cara gave fans a peek into the life she treasures most, motherhood on the eve of her son Nicholas's second birthday. She wrote on Instagram, "I can't believe I have a year-old tomorrow." The following day, her feed was filled with balloons, cake, and the glow of family celebration. "We had the best time celebrating Nicholas. Happy and birthday to my baby," she posted, radiating pride and joy. For longtime viewers, it was a reminder of how far this couple had come from their whirlwind beginnings on Fiancé. Parenthood, it seemed, had grounded them both. But just months later, the tone shifted. TLC began teasing their return on Happily Ever After season, and fans were blindsided by Cara's on-camera admission. "My relationship with Guillermo? It's not working." Her words dropped like a thunderclap across social media. Promos pushed the tension further, asking viewers whether trust remained and hinting at a looming final decision. Suddenly, the same couple who had once been framed as a success story was under a microscope, their love on trial in the public eye. Off-camera, however, Cara was thriving. She doubled down on her real estate career in Virginia, launching a dedicated Instagram page at Cara Bass Real Estate. In September, she appeared on a Keller Williams Alliance panel, standing confidently among fellow agents. Fans saw a polished, ambitious professional who seemed to have carved out stability far beyond her reality TV beginnings. Guillermo, meanwhile, kept his presence alive through reels and posts that offered a softer, quieter side of his world. In late summer, he shared snippets of life near the water. Simple captions like "Always water is just who we are." #Virginia is for lovers, another post read. "Another beautiful day in the NRG." For fans, Guillermo's feed painted a picture of a young father deeply rooted in the rhythms of everyday life, family, nature, and small joys. This split-screen effect, domestic bliss on Instagram, cracks on TLC, captivated audiences. Were Cara and Guillermo still solid at home, or were the cameras exposing truths too raw to ignore? No announcement of separation or divorce has come from the couple, leaving fans to speculate endlessly. Publicly, they remain together, raising Nicholas, working and posting. But the shadow of doubt lingers. As of now, the snapshot is complicated. Cara continues to push her career forward while Guillermo seems grounded in family and simplicity. Their son, Nicholas, is thriving, a bright and playful year-old at the center of both their worlds. But fans can't escape the tension. The question remains, can this marriage weather the storm? Or are we watching the unraveling of one of the franchise's most promising pairs? Few couples from the Fiancé universe have captured hearts quite like Loren and Alexei. Their love story has always been about resilience and family, but this past year tested them in ways fans never could have predicted, forcing them to face health battles, shifting priorities, and the realities of raising 3 young children while under the spotlight. The biggest revelation came in August, when Loren sat down on a podcast and shared something deeply personal. Just a few months earlier, she had undergone a hysterectomy. The decision wasn't cosmetic or elective. It was the result of complications from the birth of their daughter, Ari. With her voice steady but vulnerable, Loren explained that she and Alexei had made peace with the fact that their family was complete. For fans who had long speculated about whether they would welcome a fourth child, the news was both heartbreaking and relieving. Heartbreaking because the possibility was gone. Relieving because Loren's health and future were finally secured. At the same time, Loren revealed another hard truth. She had lost nearly followers over the year. For some influencers, that kind of drop would be devastating. But Loren leaned into honesty instead of panic. She told listeners she was prioritizing her mental health, drawing boundaries, and refusing to let numbers define her worth. It was one of the rawest, most unfiltered sides of Loren we've ever seen, and it resonated with fans who applauded her courage. But it wasn't all heavy news. Just days after her revelation, Loren and Alexei celebrated their wedding anniversary. Years of love, 3 children, and countless ups and downs. And through it all, they've held on to each other on social media. Their anniversary posts radiated joy and gratitude. The couple reminded everyone that the secret to their marriage wasn't perfection, but communication and teamwork. For many fans, it was proof that their love remained one of the strongest in the franchise. Meanwhile, the Brovnik household was alive with birthday milestones. Shai turned in April, Asher celebrated his 4th in August, and baby Ari marked her 3rd birthday in September, sharing her week with her parents' anniversary. Loren's captions overflowed with disbelief at how quickly her babies were growing. For fans who have followed this family since their early TLC days, the updates were heartwarming snapshots of just how far they've come. Loren also looked back on her mommy makeover, a tummy tuck, lipo, and fat transfer, calling it the best decision for her confidence and her family. The honesty with which she reflected on body image struck a chord, reminding everyone that beneath the glamour and filters, she is still a woman navigating the challenges of motherhood. As wins on, one thing is clear. Loren and Alexei may not be expanding their family, but they are building a legacy rooted in love, resilience, and authenticity. And in a franchise known for chaos, that stability makes them stand out even more when it comes to fan-favorite couples. Jovi and Yara Zaya have always stood out for their mix of playful banter, fiery arguments, and undeniable love. But over the past year, their journey has gone beyond reality TV drama. It's become a story of family milestones, big decisions, and personal triumphs that fans couldn't stop cheering for. The year began with a move that was long overdue. After months of bouncing between Louisiana and Miami, Jovi and Yara finally planted roots. With a wide grin, Jovi shared a reel declaring officially residents of Florida. You could practically feel the relief through the screen. No more back and forth, no more limbo. For the first time in years, they had a home base, and it was in the sunshine and chaos of Miami. But it wasn't just the move that defined their year. For Yara, marked one of her biggest achievements yet, becoming a U.S. citizen. In April, she walked into her citizenship interview armed with determination and nerves. Hours later, she walked out with a smile that told the whole story. She had passed every test. By July she was celebrating Independence Day with a caption that hit home. This year, it felt extra special, because it was the first she could celebrate as an American. For a woman who has shared so much of her immigrant journey with fans, the milestone was both powerful and emotional. Of course, life at home was just as busy. Their daughter, Mila, turned this September, and the celebrations stretched on for days. Jovi jokingly called it single dad life as he prepped for the big party, while Yara proudly showed off the balloons, cake, and magic she had created. Fans who have watched Mila grow up on screen marveled at how quickly time had passed. Earlier in the year, Jovi captured Mila's first snowy adventure in Prague, wide-eyed, bundled up, and making memories halfway across the world. For many fans, it was a reminder that this couple has given their daughter a life full of both American and European roots. And then came the new addition to the family, a legged. Yawa revealed their French bulldog puppy Mila with a post that melted hearts. the sweetest detail? The franchise's most talked name was chosen by Mila herself. Watching the bond between the little girl and her pup was enough to make the internet collectively awe. But even with all the milestones, Jovi and Yara remain the same couple fans have always known, full of banter, arguments, and just enough drama to keep things interesting. This season of Happily Ever After captured their adjustment to Miami life, their growing family, and a few tense moments, like Jovi's comment about Yara's old photos that stirred up chatter online. Still, beneath it all, their story is about growth. Yara embraced her new identity as a citizen. Jovi settled into life in Florida, and together they continued building a future for Mila. For fans, that mix of chaos and commitment is exactly why they can't look away. If there's one couple who always manages to balance love with drama, it's Elizabeth Podhast and Andrei Castrovet. Over the past year, their journey has been a blend of sweet family milestones, bold new plans, and the kind of tension that sparks endless fan debates. The year opened on a tender note in October when Elizabeth shared a heartfelt birthday post for their son, Winston. "Can't believe our little man is all ready," she wrote, pairing the caption with photos of a grinning toddler surrounded by balloons. Just months later, in January, their daughter Ellie turned. Elizabeth's post captured the bittersweet pride of a mom watching her child grow too quickly. "My sweet, sassy year-old." For fans, those posts were reminders that behind the drama, this is a couple building a joyful family life. But it wasn't long before the spotlight shifted back to Andrei. In January, he paused to celebrate wonderful years with Elizabeth, and in April he posted about years of limelight still rolling. It was a subtle reminder of how far they've come since first appearing on TLC, and how much of their lives have been shaped by reality TV. By summer, though, the Castrovets stirred up something bigger than birthday posts. In a sneak peek that aired on Happily Ever After, Elizabeth admitted to Loren and Yara that she and Andrei were seriously considering relocating to Moldova with their children. She was quick to clarify it wouldn't happen overnight, but the thought alone set the fandom on fire. Would Elizabeth really leave Florida and her famously meddling family for a new life abroad? And then came the receipts. In late August, Elizabeth posted Moldova BTS, tagging both Andrei and her father, Chuck. The photos showed family outings and property tours, with TLC cameras clearly in tow. Chuck even shared his own reel from Moldova, teasing fans with his arrival and hinting that he might be playing a role in their decision. Was he supporting his daughter or inserting himself into yet another one of her major life choices? Fans couldn't stop dissecting it. Through it all, Elizabeth kept it real. In July, she shared a raw post about her postpartum body. 2 babies later, and this is my body. Stretched, scarred, softened. It was a vulnerable reflection that resonated with thousands of women, and fans praised her for her honesty in a world that often demands perfection. As of now, the Castrovets still call Florida home. The Moldova move remains more of a possibility than a certainty. But the buzz around it proves they're still one of about families.